What is the rental process?
Okay, so it's super simple in Malta, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick to ones underneath 10,000 a month to begin with, because they're subjected to far less compliance. So anything below 10,000 a month, once you sign the contracts, you're expected to pay the following. Your first month's rent, or your first instalment of rent. This can be anywhere between 1 to 3 months, depending on the price of the property. Anything up to, I'd say, roughly 5.5, 6K, you can almost be certain that's going to be monthly in advance. Between 6 to 10K, they may ask for quarterly, and then as you go to 10K and above, clients that have had to pay annually. But usually it's 1 month in advance. The security deposit, again, is usually 1 month. However, it depends on the property and the owner's preferences. Some places where they've just been refurbished, they've just spent 50,000 on new furniture, as an example, they may ask for a slightly higher deposit. But don't let the deposit amount put you off, because this is something that you will get back at the end of the lease, minus any agreed deductions and any unpaid bills from your utilities. But again, here it's usually 1 month, but can go up to 3 months, sometimes 6 months. The next thing that you need to pay is the agency fee. This is to the agency that found you the property that you ended up renting. The agency fee is payable by both the owner and the tenant, and each need to pay half of 1 month's rent plus VAT. VAT here is 18%. So imagine you're renting something for 3,000. You would need to pay 1,500 plus VAT, which is, I think, 270. So 1,770 would be the agency fee. You would need to pay 3,000 for the rent, 3,000 for the security deposit. So when you're looking at pricing and your own kind of financial restrictions, if you have any, take this into account, because it can add up if you're not aware of these. Other costs that you may have will be utilities. Sometimes this is paid upon consumption. Other times they will ask for a monthly deposit, usually 100 to 250. If there's any condominium fees, which for lower valued properties like 3K and below, you don't really tend to have, it's usually incorporated into the rent. Above, then it might be anywhere between 400 to 600 for the year. So relative to the rent, it's usually quite negligible. And that's pretty much it. Any other costs will always be made transparent and will usually be in the contract. So before you sign anything, you will know exactly what you'll be paying. Then once all that has been paid, you would then wait until your check-in date, which would be the start date of your lease. And then from there, you would have the meter readings taken to make sure that you're only paying for consumption. You would go through the inventory. Within 10 days, the lease needs to be registered with the Housing Authority, which are the governmental body that regulate the rental market in Malta. And that's pretty much it. Have any issues or you need any maintenance in the property, that will go directly through the landlord. However, we always keep up to date with our clients and make sure that everything's okay, usually at quite regular intervals, especially those who are new to the island, just to make sure that everything is what they expected and there have been no surprises, let's say, which we don't really get too much of because we're very transparent from the beginning. But yeah, it's a very, very simple process. And again, if you guys need any more information, just reach out.